back in the bait room. Just in the house thinking about this brand new mold I got. This is the 4-inch fluke mold. Like that. Just thinking about trying to make this in 2 colors. I think I'm going to take these off here though. I enjoy clamping. I don't need these bolts. Take that off. What I want to try and do is I'm going to try and make a laminate plate for this new mold. So it's a little easier to heat up one color at a time and inject one color at a time. Pulling the dual injector can be hard. You have to have both fluids ready at the same time. It's just physically more demanding. But if I can make a little plate that goes in here, separate the two, then I can inject and I can flip it over. So let's try that. I usually just try making them out of a piece of aluminum. So I gotta find me a piece of aluminum. I do have a thin sheet of body steel for his car. You can trim this with some snips. So I'm just gonna take this. I don't know. I'm just gonna put it here. I think I'll just trace it with something, pen or a marker. Okay, so now I got this plate. I want this plate to fit in between here. It's gonna fit in there. Trim a little more. So if I use this side of the plate, now I just gotta get around setting pegs right here. I'm just gonna make a little tiny like square notch. Now that notch can sit right there. Then I just kind of make a little hole here. The other peg. Now obviously it's a little bent now. So I'm gonna go out to the shop. I'm gonna get a hammer and just flatten this out. Okay, with a hammer and a little flattening. Let's see what we got. We're almost there. I got a little chunk right there. Flatten that out. Okay. I'd like it to turn just a little bit. So I'm gonna take the bottom out of this. Okay, so just like that. So I now have a divider that goes in between. This is sticking out a bit. Just trim that off. It's just a nice smooth metal. Since it's body steel, it's not gonna go rusting on me. As long as it's flat, it should clamp fine. So then we're gonna go like this, and then we can clamp it. Now you see when I go to inject that, this metal plate's gonna kind of be in the way, my injector hitting the top of it. So then we just gotta take this down. Just gotta take it down to that tapered point where my injector's not gonna go in. What you'll see is I'll be left with top and a bottom on one injector, and I would just decide to keep one of them or not. Now when we put it back together like that, looks like this one's good, that one should be good, and this one needs to come down. My thing's just not straight. Okay, now it sits like this. Those lines are all below that. Plate sandwich like this now. I'm just gonna put it back together. I'm gonna clamp it. Nice and tight. Now we gotta decide what we want to do for a top. Let's try this emerald green. Try it in this first one. I don't think I'm gonna have much more. Like I won't be able to make more of that. Let that cool while I'm heating the white up. So I can show you. Okay, so the plate was in, and that's what it made. So when you separate them, this is the top, this is the bottom. This one's pretty solid, but a couple I did get a cavity on. But depending on what you're doing, I mean that's the belly. I wasn't going to use that. That's going to be white. Basically, all I wanted was this top one. So we just lay the top one back in after we used that custom laminate plate. So we got this bottom half. We can just literally recycle that. Just want to go slow here. Settle. Hopefully they didn't turn. Sometimes when they're injecting, the half, it'll get behind the half that you had and it turns. Oh, Yeah, you see what I mean? So it turned it. This one almost turned it. This one stayed perfect. This one stayed perfect. That one worked out. This one worked out really good. It's really not much by the time you half it. Like, you're just getting just a blade, not a lot. So dual injector might be best for this mold. And then these two, I mean, this one's, you can see where it curled right there. And I injected it, the top hooked up and it curled back, and that's kind of a risky run doing it that way. I have a white head with a green body. I think it would still fish, but this one didn't work out at all. So it got completely turned, stopped the flow of the white even, and made this terrible pot.